So I made the first part of Granny's experience talking to spirits, but I want to interrupt that because I feel my platform isn't the largest, but with a following on one of 3,000 and something, and on a couple of my others, I've got hundreds, so a couple hundred almost on each, and growing. I feel that it is very important, very important, that I speak out. Now, I'm not saying that larger creators owe us. I'm not saying that I even owe anyone anything as far as, politics or whatever. But I really wish that word would even quit coming up, because y'all, this is not a political situation anymore. It hasn't been a political situation for a while. However, politics isn't everything. So then politicians make humanitarian issues political issues. They make them political talking points. So we will talk about it for a minute. Over the years, I've changed my political stance a couple of times. So I registered a Republican. I was George Sr.'s first Iraq invasion, or whatever you want to call it. Was that one Desert Storm? I don't remember, and I'm sorry. No disrespect to the men and women who have served. I just don't keep up with the names of wars. But anyway, the one that George Sr. was responsible for getting us into. I registered a Republican, 18, fresh out the gate. Never realized there was really anything else, because I had not educated myself. But now, having educated myself and read past the whitewashed history that I was taught, I guess you could call me a fence rider. I don't know, and I don't care, because I staunchly sit in the middle. But that doesn't mean I'm neutral at all. I just believe that there is a middle ground that we can all find if we would stop being so fucking stubborn and find it. Now, I will never find middle ground with racists, bigots, misogynists, grapists, schmedophiles. And I said it that way because I have to code word for other platforms. So if you come across this on something that is not the clickety-clack, well, that's why. There's weird words in here. But guys, we are at war. We just haven't gotten to the part of war that everybody thinks of. We haven't gotten to the part of civil war that everybody thinks of. But we're there. And it is us against them. And I hate speaking from the privilege that my skin color has granted me. But I'm going to. We have to come together. We now have no choice. I'm hoping, like I've been reading, because I do a lot of, I follow a lot of influencers, and not just influencers, but I have an author that I follow that, was talking about that, and I feel very strongly that they are correct. We're just not to that part. We're not to the, we're not to the actual pew-pew fight, if you will. But it's coming, y'all. It's coming. This is not going to be a war strictly wrought and strictly fought by the pen. Although the pen is a mighty instrument, It's no longer about that. We've tried peaceful protests, and they started the unaliving then. We kept on with the peaceful protests. And now they are literally dragging people out of their vehicles. They are shooting them in the face. They are shooting them in the neck, in the head at point blank range with their own arms that they were permitted to carry. If you think that in this state of the Union that you are truly permitted to carry arms, you've got another thing coming. They saw a gun. They saw a gun. And they killed that man. They saw a gun. It is no longer a right to bear arms. And we need to get that through our thick skulls. We are at war. This is not fear-mongering, and this is not a drill. We just aren't to the part that everybody thinks of when they think of a war. But folks, we're here. Granny has known that this day was coming for a long time. And I've been trying to code word it and trying to speak it to where videos did not get taken down for a long time to you all. When I came to TikTok, a lot of my lives, we discussed dreams that I'd had. And so now I'm speaking to you from the point of view, not just as a citizen, not just as a person who has particular political leanings, but I am speaking to you as a spiritual witchcraft practitioner. We are here. My dreams told me this day was coming for a long time. In fact, my oldest daughter is 27 years old. Okay. She will be, what is this year? She will be 29 this year. Sorry, she's 28. Sorry, Sadie. She will be 29 this year. And she can tell you, I've been doomsday prepping her whole life, if that's what you want to call it. But we're Appalachian. We just learn to innovate and we learn to survive. But her crazy ass mama has been prepping her for this day her whole life. I even talk to her from time to time and say, hey, so what's your escape plan? I've been doing this to my children for a long time, and they've always thought I was crazy at first. But then, talking to my oldest daughter the other day, and I think now she understands that what her mom saw is coming to pass. I honestly was beginning to doubt. But now I see that I was given a glimpse of the future. So now the question is, what am I going to do with that? I hope that we can all move forward from this someday. Those of you that are scared, you're not alone. I hope that you find solace in some of my videos sometimes because I'm just a regular person. I love you. And this too shall pass. I hope that you all have a wonderful Monday. Stay with you, bitches.